So today we're going to start our learning at 9:30. But before that, I would like to ask you to install our TS and TRB software first, and then try to log in using the email and password that has been given to you through email. All right. So if you guys having any difficulties in terms of installation of the software or login into the software, let me know in the chat box below. All right. Thank you. For Esther, did you receive an email from us, whether in your junk or inbox? All right. Hello, good morning, everyone. So we will start our training now. Thank you for attending our basic TS and TRB training for today. All right. So before we start with the before we start with the software, I would like to ask you whether you already installed and log in into our software. If yes, you can put in the chat box as yes, so that we can proceed with the next. All right, thank you everyone. So before we start, I would like to give you a short introduction about Glodden software, okay? So before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Siti Nur Atika, and you can call me Atika. I'm a service consultant in Glodden Software Sdn Bhd, and as a service consultant, we actually provide you training, project guidance, and also technical support, all right? For the training, we have online training, physical training, and also in-house training. All right. So apart from this one, we also give you like a workshop and also coaching for the specific topic. So if you like to, for example, attend or know more related to any topic, you can actually join our coaching and also workshop. All right. And then before I joined Glodden, I have 2 years experience in the construction industry, focusing on the main contractor for the building works. All right. And then this one is if you have any problem related to our software, you can actually contact us via our service hotline here, or maybe you can email us, or you can go to our website, which is the Glodden e-community. All right. So for this one, later if you haven't registered for the Glodden e-community, I will show you on how to actually register for the e-community, and you can actually just direct ask us question in this website. All right. So that's all about me. And this one is on the training ethic. This one, some of them is applicable for the online training, and some of them is applicable for the physical training. So I will just go through first. And then the first one is punctuality. Arrive on time on each training session. So for your information, for these 3 days, we will start our training at 9:30. And then we'll have a lunch break from 12 to 2 p.m. And then in the morning and then in the afternoon, we have our tea break for 15 minutes. All right. This one is open-minded, and then no disturbance. Make sure your cell phone should be silenced mode. All right. And then this one is respect each other, yourself and the trainer. So you can write down important notes, because for the beginners, maybe there is a lot of steps that need to remember. So you can write down important notes for today's training. And then this one is on the active participation. Actively participate in activities. Q&A is highly encouraged during the training session. So if you have any question to ask, you can just ask me in the chat box, or maybe I'm too fast. You can also tell me in the chat box. And then, for example, today we are going to go through one by one for each element. So if you're already done with that element, you can put in the chat box as done slab or done column, right? So it is easier for me to actually monitor if you guys already can do that element or not, all right? So this one is on the training ethic. This one I will skip because this one is on the physical training. If you attend our physical training, all right? So I will just go to our introduction first, okay? So here is our company. Glodden Software Limited. Limited is actually first founded in 1998 in Beijing, China, and in May 2010, it is listed in Shenzhen SME Board. All right. And then Glodden Software is actually a company that focuses on AEC industry. AEC stands for Architecture, Engineering, and Construction Industry, and it's provide professional application, industry big data, and industrial finance for our customer. So currently, our company is the 5th biggest AEC software provider in the world, and right now we have around 7,000 employees, 650 technology with copyright, and we also cover 100 plus countries, and we have 60 branches over the world. All right. And our current company market value is USD 5 billion. All right. So this is actually where is our company located. We have in China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, India, UK, and also US. All right. This one is our international partners and client. So as you can see here, maybe you are familiar with some of them, which is the IDB, MCC, Arcadis, and also RSC. All right. So if you see this one is the certified recognition, means our software is recognized by the Building Smarts. So we have received IFC 2, 3, and 4 this year. That one is on the overall Glodon software. So this one is on the Glodon Malaysia. So Glodon Malaysia software Namaha is actually located in Jayawan, Petaling Jaya. So if you have attended our training before, physical training, our training center also located in Jayawan. All right. So Glodon Malaysia is fully owned subsidiary of Glodon Company Limited. And Glodon actually entered into the construction IT market in Malaysia together with the local partners since 2012. And then into March 2050, Glodon Malaysia was set up in order to provide the users with quality product and services. All right. So currently we have over 400 clients, including consultant, contractor, developers, and also universities. And then right now we have around 3,000 users in the market. All right. So this one is our clients basically for the developer and main contractor. As you can see here, you can see IM Construction, Binapuri Construction, Infrasegi, Intabina, and SP Setia. All right. This one is our clients for the consultant. You can see DKQS, TQS Consult, BCQS Consult, Perunding NFL, and RL Bersepadu. All right. And then this one is on the university and college that already use our software, which is the USM, UM, and also IUKL. All right. And then we proceed to the case study. As you can see here, there is a lot of case study. They are already using our software for the measurement. So there is many shape here you can see. So for today, we are going to focus on these three projects. Sorry. So the first one is actually a condominium, and the number of lot is 31, as you can see here. So normally, if as a QS and you do a measurement for this kind of project, it takes like a month or a few months to complete this measurement. So by using our software, you can actually complete the measurement, the whole measurement for this project in 2 weeks time only. 2 weeks only, and the number of QS involved is only 3. So means maybe each QS do each tower and then they combine together in order to get the full quantity for this project. All right. This one in the first, our first case study. And then the second thing is this case study, which is the condominium located in Melaka. So as you can see, our software also able to do the measurement for this kind, because I'm sure as a QS, we really don't like to do measurement for this kind of shape, right? So by using our software, you can actually complete the measurements easily, because we also have this kind of shape. All right. So this one also our case study located in Putrajaya. So it is similar as the first one. It's a mixed development. So you can actually complete this kind of project within 1 week only. And then the number of QS involved is only 3%. All right. So that is for the case study. So next I will proceed to the QB course. All right. For Kaiwen, yes, you can leave the meeting first and then join again. All right.
Recording in progress.
All right. So and the next thing is we proceed to our software, TBQC. So basically, if as a beginner, maybe you a bit confused about what is actually TBQC and also Glodden. All right. So what is actually TBQC and Glodden? I can give you like a simple example how you can actually understand what is actually TBQC and what is actually Glodden. All right. So basically, it is same as for example iPhone and also Apple. So iPhone is actually one of the product for the Apple, right? So it is basically the same thing as our software. So TBQC is actually one of the product of Glodden. So under Glodden, then we actually have a few products, and one of the product is actually TBQC. All right. So under this TBQC, we have a few products which is TAS C, TRBC, TME, and also TBQ. So what is actually means as TAS, TRB, TME, and TBQ? So TAS is stand for taking off architecture and structure, for example. TRB is taking off reinforcement bar. TME is actually taking off for mechanical and engineering. And then TBQ is taking off for the BQ, all right? So I will just go through one by one for each of our products so you can actually understand a little bit about our product. Okay, so our TBQC TSC is actually a software that is suite of quantity calculation software based on the BIM technology. So it has been localized and embedded with SMM2 to suit Malaysian construction industry. So this software is able to do the architecture and also structure works only, excluding the reinforcement bar. So you need to remember, if you want to get the measurement for the reinforcement bar, you need to use our TRB software. All right. And then this our software is basically can convert the 2D resources into 3D model. All right. So for the 2D, you can actually use any format that you like. For example, IFC, TFC, CAD drawing, and then PDF and also JPEG. So for the PDF, we have two types, which is the vector PDF and also scan PDF. Vector PDF is actually a PDF that is convert directly from the CAD drawing, but the scan PDF is actually a paper that you scan in order to get the PDF format. All right, and then by using this type of drawing, you can actually convert into the 3D model. All right. And then when you use our software, you can actually automatically generate reports, BQ and also BQ from the model itself. All right. So the next product is actually on the TRBC. So TRB is actually designed to measure the reinforcement bar only, without the concrete lah basically. So for the reinforcement bar, if you want to get the quantity, you need to use our TRBC. All right. So our TRB is embedded with British standard, and then we can also view the rebar in 3D. Okay. And then when we use the TRB, we can actually have a rebar bending schedule. So if you like to get your rebar bending schedule, you can actually use our software, and it is same as our TS. You can actually use any resources, any 2D drawing that you like, and then that 2D we can convert it into 3D. All right. So the next product is actually on the TBQ. Okay, so for the TBQ is an innovative, efficient, and easy to use cost estimating software, and we can also get the quantity to put in the TBQ from our TS, TME, and also TRB. So when you use our TBQ, you can actually prepare the BQ, and then identify BQ from whether it is Excel or PDF format. And then you can also have the library there because we have the base price library and also BQ library in our TBQ. And then we also can do the tender analysis for the e-tender for the consultant one. All right. And then this one, as I mentioned just now, it is allow quantity linking from the other software and also enable team to collaboratively prepare tender to enhance work efficiency. All right. Basically, that one is on the TBQ. So this one is the outcome that you can see later when we do the modeling. Later on, I will show you on how we can actually see this kind of outcome. You can know the original quantity and what item that have been deducted from that original quantity. All right. This one is on the TRB. As I mentioned just now, we can have the rebar schedule. If you like to have this kind of schedule, for example, you want to know every detail, the rebar detail for each element, you can use our rebar schedule here. Okay. That's on a short introduction about our product basically. And then I will proceed to the next one is actually our cost outcome. So after these 3 days training, we believe that you can actually master the general workflow of cubicles. I'm not saying as fully master because this one is only basic. So you can actually know the basic thing on how to actually do each element in the TS and TRB software. And then later on, when you have a real project, you can actually start with the basic first and then try to explore until you can actually know on how to operate that software lah. All right. And then this one is enable to utilize common function to measure the quantity and then get to know the self-learning way of cubicles and capable of confident to conduct a real project. So because for this 3 day, you already have the basic knowledge on how to operate the TS and the RB. So I'm sure after this, you can actually do the real project for your company. All right. All right, so this one is on our training outline. All right, so as you can see here, our first day we will start with TRB. But for today, we're going to start with the TS first, and then I will proceed to the TRB for the next day. All right, it depends on our learning today lah. All right. So this one is I would like to inform you that when you already finish our basic 3 days TS and TRB training, you have a chance to actually get the training certificate. So we have actually a few level for the training certificate. We have basic level, intermediate, proficient, and also expert level here. So today we're going, after you finish our basic learning today, you can get this basic level certificate. All right. So in order to get this basic level certificate, you need to fully attend our training, and also you need to submit the evaluation, and also you have a quiz for the 3 days training. All right, and then the validity period for our certificate is actually 2 years. Okay. So why we have this validity period? Because our software is actually day by day, year by year is actually improving. So means we want to make sure that our clients is actually updated with our latest version. So that's why we have this kind of validity for the certificate. All right. This one for the intermediate, proficient, and expert level. If you would like to get this certificate, you can actually refer to this one on how to get the certificate. All right. Later on, I will give you this part if you would like to know more about the basic certificate. All right. About the training certificate, sorry. This one is on the company certificate. For example, if your company want to have certificate for our cubicle software, your company can actually go for the cubicle certified tier company, or maybe you can use this one, cubicle certified professional company. So this is on how you can actually get the certificate also. All right. So this one is just need, I just want to remind you to actually provide us a valid and active email, because sometimes there is user that invite us unvalid email. So make sure you provide us your valid email, all right? So then we can actually provide the certificate to you through that email, okay? So this one is on the traditional, is the comparison. I will just go through roughly. This one is on the comparison between the traditional and our BIM on how we can actually do the taking off. Basically, the source is same because we have the CAD drawing, PDF drawing, right? So basically the only difference is on this part, which is the taking off part. So if in a traditional method, you need to use the dimension paper, or maybe you need to use the Excel in order to get the quantity. But in our software, you just need to model your project, and then our software able to actually calculate the quantity for you. So the final, maybe so this one is on the report that you can have after you're using our software. All right. This one is on the comparison between conventional method and software measurement method. As you can see here, I will just maybe explain on this one, generate formula. So if you're using Excel format, you need to set your own formula, right? And then once you already set the formula, you still need to check again if the formula is correct or not. All right. So by using our software, you don't really need to set the formula. All right. So because our our software already have the embedded formula, and it will straight away calculate for you once you already do your modeling. Okay. So, and then this one on the checking, you can actually, by using our software, it is very simple to check the quantity, because you can actually know directly what is the original quantity, what is the deduction for that particular item. Okay. So basically, that's all for the short introduction about the Clouden software and our product. All right. Are you okay up until here? So can we proceed to the TS and TRB software? Sorry, for the TS software for today. If can, you can put in the box as yes. All right. Thank you, Aila Masara. Zin are you able to some of you can't hear me well. Thank you for the active response. All right. So now we would like to proceed with the software. All right. So are you guys able to open the software? Okay. So everyone can open the software, right? All right. Thank you. So, oh, before we proceed, you guys already have the training material for 2 days? Are you guys already download our training material? Okay, so for Inshira, or you can find the training material. All right, I will show you where you can actually get the training material. So this is when you receive the confirmation email, basically got a link that direct you to this PDF. So you can actually click on the find it in your confirmation email. All right, this one. But I will put this PDF in the chat box for your easy reference. Okay. for Yong Chun, you already follow the guide but can't find the material. You already enrolled to our e-learning? Yes. And then you already put our coupon code here. By right, if you already put the coupon code, and then you can actually go to here, our course material here. So maybe I wait for you for 5 minutes to make sure that all of you already received the training material before we can proceed. All right? So maybe you can just go to our this one. I will copy paste the link here. All right. You just go to this website, and then you need to sign in first. And then this one, at the bottom part, you can see that learning on demand here. So you just need to click on the learning on demand here. And then this one is on the basic TS and also basic TRB. So you just need to go to here. And then by right, you need to put our coupon code. But for me, I already put the coupon code. And then you can see here, when you open here, you can see there is a course material here. All right, the course material here. And then all right. So maybe I can download it for you. Yeah. Training drawing material here. All right, I already provide you the training material. So if anyone that cannot get the training material, you can just download from the chat box below, right? For Young, it's okay. I already put the training material in the chat box. You can actually just download from there lah. All right? Is it okay? Or for Hafiz, okay. Done. Already admit your colleague. All right. So make sure you already have the training material, and then if you already get the training material, you can put in the chat box as done training material. All right. Thank you. How about others? Right. So can we proceed to our software? Are you guys ready for the learning today? For Inshira, okay, I will wait for you. Just scroll and then you can see the training material there. I already put there for you. Okay. Maybe I will wait until 5 minutes. For Inshira, you can try to unzip first and see whether you can open it or not. Is it okay? All right, you can try now. Because later we are going to use that training material. So I want to make sure that every one of you already have the training material so that we can actually do together later. All right? How about others? You have any difficulties to get the training material? For Inshiro, you already unzip it and then you cannot open the file or you can't unzip your file. Cannot unzip. Is anyone else having the same issue as Inshira? Hafish. Alright, so I will put the training material again in the chat. Alright. For Inshira, can I remote control your PC to see whether I can try to unzip it for you or not?
Okay, can.
For Inshira, maybe you can share your screen first and then I try to unzip it for you lah. Alright?
Okay. You have to unshare first. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Alright.
Okay. Is it okay? Okay.
For Inshira, I already tried to unzip your training material so you can see in your file there. Is it okay?
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
All right, welcome. So everyone else can get the training material, right? So I will just proceed to the software. So as I mentioned just now, you need to log in into your TS software first for today, all right? So once you log in into your software, this is the interface that you can see when you log into our software, all right? So basically you can see in the left side here, got a new button and a new button here. So this one is when you want to create a new project, you can just use this one. And this one is on the workspace, this one. You can have your recent file in this workspace. And then when you click on the e-learning here, you can actually go to our e-learning. Means you can see our latest you can see our latest topic here in our e-learning. And then this one is on the update. You can see our latest update for the TS software. All right. And then when you go to here at the bottom, the left top here, you can see the AS here. And then once you click here, you can actually see a few function here. So we have the new function here, open, and then also language. The language is you can choose which language that you want to use. All right. And then this one is on the unit now, and options is unavailable right now because we haven't created any project yet. All right. And then this one you can see we have the version number here. Means this one is your current software version. All right. So if you want to know your TS version, you can go to here and then see at the bottom part here what is your current version. All right. So before I explain further, maybe you can try to create the project first. All right. Just go to this new and then create the project first. Maybe you can put as a basic training, and then today's date is 23rd, and maybe you can put bracket as your name. All right. So once you put your project name here, and then you can choose for young, yes, it is okay if you're not using our latest version. All right, you can just proceed. All right, so you just need to put the project name as I write here. And then on the measurement, you can select on the Malaysian Standard Method of Measurement, MySMM. And then this one is on the ground elevation. Later, I will explain to you and I will tell you at which area we can put this ground elevation. So right now, we just put as 0 first, and then you just need to click on OK. All right. For Ishira, yes, you can. You can. So everyone already create a project for today's training. All right. So you can create your project first. So while waiting for you to create the project, I will explain to you on this interface first. All right. So as you can see here, this is our type button. We have start, project setting, build model, identify, draw, view, quantity, and revision. I will explain to you on what is the function of each tab. And then here we got the ribbon, means every tab have their own ribbon function. And then this one as you can see here, we have the ground floor here, exist and also exist grid. So this one is really important because this one indicate we are at in what floor, all right? So basically right now we are in our ground floor, all right? This one is on the element that we have. We have exist, segmentation, column, and so on. And then this one is on the element list, all right? And then this one is on the attribute editor. And then at the right side here, you can see the drawing manager and also layer manager here, all right? All right, so that's all. That is the interface, okay, that you can use for today. And then this one, as you can see here, we have a few tabs. Okay, when you go to start here, it will bring us to the first interface that we see earlier. All right, this one is on the start tab. And then when we move to the project setting here, all right, so you can see we got option for the project information law setting. All right, so now we just go to project information here, and in the project information you can see that we can put any information that you want. For example, the project code, for example, you want to put as TAS 001, right? So this project code is basically referred to your company project. And then this one is on the project type. You can actually choose and double click in here, and you can actually see the drop down button here. And then you can choose whether your project is residence, factory, or office building. All right, that one is on the project type. All right, so this one is on the structure type, same as earlier. You can just double click, and then you can see whether you can choose. You can choose your structure type for the building, whether it's a brick, concrete, frame shear, or shear wall. All right. So you can actually key in all the related information about your project. All right. So this one is, and then the most important thing here is on the ground elevation here. So you need to put the ground elevation here based on our drawing. All right, so let me open our drawing first. All right. So maybe you can just go to revise architectural plan, revise architecture here. Okay. So as you can see here in the front elevation, in the rear elevation, you can see that our ground level is 83.2. So you need to key in this ground level 83.2 in the software. All right. So you just need to put here as 83.2. Okay. Make sure you put your ground elevation, because later on, if you didn't put your ground elevation, maybe in some element you will have an error. All right. So make sure you put this ground elevation. Okay. And then in the floor setting here, you just need to go to the floor setting here. All right. So at the floor setting here, you can see that we have so in the floor setting, you can actually see that we have this one, the zone. Zone is zone. Basically, you can use the zone function if you have mixed element project. So maybe you can put as tower A, tower B, or podium. All right. So you can make use this zoning function, and then at here you can see that we need to input our floor. So for today, as per our drawing, all right. So I will show you our drawing first. So currently we have ground floor, first floor, and also roof level. So for today, we are going to put foundation floor, ground floor, first floor, and also roof level. All right. So this one in the reference floor here, make sure you tick the right reference floor. So for example, maybe I tick the reference floor here in the foundation floor, right? So once, for example, in the first floor, for example, if I tick on the first floor, every floor below my reference floor will be considered as a lower ground, right? So you can see here it is negative one, all right? So make sure you tick the correct reference floor. So basically the reference floor is on the ground floor lah, all right? So just need to click on the ground floor here. And then you need to adjust the floor height and also bottom elevation. So in order to adjust this one, you need to see your drawing first. All right, so based on this drawing, okay, as you can see here, our floor height, all right, so for the foundation floor, you just put as 1.5, all right? And for the ground floor, you can see here, our ground floor is 4 meter height. So you just need to put 4 here, right? And our first floor level is also 4 meter high. So you just need to put on 4 here, all right? And then on the here, you change it as a roof floor. Because you only have ground floor and first floor. So the third one is you just need to change to roof floor, okay? So roof floor, you just remain as 3, okay? So once you already key in your floor height here, what you can do next is actually log in into the key in on the bottom elevation here. So how you can actually key in it, all right? So you just go back to your drawing, and then you can see here your ground floor level is at 83.4 here, right? So you just need to key in the ground floor as 83.4. Okay, so once you enter, you can see all the bottom elevation for all floor already been changed. All right, so based on here, you can actually, right, so I will show you first. All right, so based on here, what you can see is this one is the bottom elevation for the ground floor. All right, so when you 83.4 add 4, and then you get 87.4. All right, so basically this is the bottom elevation part. You need to just key in for the ground floor only, for the ground floor only, and the others, our software will calculate it for you. All right, that one is on the bottom elevation. Okay, are you clear? Okay, so the next thing that you need to take note is actually on the number of typical floor here. Wait, Inshirah, Azman, you have problem. Maybe I can share you without zipping my file. Right, wait, So I already put the material in the chat box. So for Inshirah, you can download it one by one. Okay, is it okay for Inshirah? All right. All right, so I will start again. So this one is, as you can see here, we got number of floor here, right? So number of typical floor is, for example, you are doing a condominium project. All right, so maybe from level of fifth level until the 10th level, the design is typical. That one is typical floor. So you just need to put, for example, here the first floor, you just need to put how many typical floor that you have. For example, 3. So once I click 3, all right, so you can see here in the code, we just mentioned the floor level is from 2 to 4. All right, but I didn't I didn't recommend you to put the number of typical floor here, because for example, in a real construction, maybe floor second, third, and fourth floor is the typical floor, for example. But suddenly, at the end of the project, architect want to change design for example, at the third floor. So when you do adjustment at the third floor, each each level, which is the second level, the third level, and also the fourth level will be changed. So I don't recommend you to put the number of typical floor here, but later on I will show you on how we can actually means you don't need to do your model for the typical floor repetitively. All right, so you just need to use a function, and then we can copy it all and then bring it to another level. So for today, I will change back to 1. All right, okay, that's one is on the floor here. All right, and this one is at the bottom part here, you can see that we have the grade setting here. So this grade setting is basically before you start your model, you need to read your general note first. All right, for example, here we got the foundation, so we need to put the concrete grade here. Okay, you need to go through your general note here and then find the concrete grade for each element here. All right, so why we need to put the concrete grade here? Because the concrete grade later will be used for the steel ratio later. All right, and then this one, if you're willing to change the concrete grade here, so make sure you click the right floor, because maybe I try to click on the ground floor here. All right, so you can see here got remarks. It is the current floor, now is ground floor. All right, so means when you do adjustment here, it is only effective for the ground floor only. Okay, ground floor only. So for example, you want to change to C15 here, and then when you go to the first floor here, when you click in the first floor here, you can see that the foundation concrete is not changes. Why it is not changes? Because just now we only do adjustment in the ground floor here. So before you do the adjustment here, you need to see this wording here, whether it is in the ground floor or first floor or roof floor. All right, and then if you want to, this one you can see in the bottom part here got two function, which is the copy to the other floor and also restore the default. So make sure, maybe just now you already made changes, and then you want the software to restore to the default, you just need to click this one, restore default. All right, and the copy to the other floor is very easy. For example, you right now you are doing adjustment in the ground floor, for example, right? So you change it to C25, C30, and then you want to copy this information to the other floor, you can use this copy to other floor function. All right, that one is on the grade setting. Okay, so for now, for today I will just restore to the default first. All right, and then maybe I will give you 5 minutes to create your project. Make sure you adjust on the ground elevation here. Okay, and then make sure at the floor setting you insert your floor, and then maybe you can play with this setting first. All right, on the grid setting here. Okay, so we will start again at 10:35, right? And then later on I will show you on how we can actually start our modeling. All right, thank you. For Inshira, you have the CAD reader or you don't have the CAD reader? Oh, I see. Wait, Let me see whether you can download the CAD reader online or not. Because that one is, the format is CAD drawing. Okay. Maybe you can try download it from here for Inshira. All right. So for the others, you can actually create the project first and then set your floor. And then at 10:35, I will start shows to you on how you can actually do our model. All right. For Pete, June, and also Muhammad Nizam, later our host will contact you guys. All right. All right. Pete, June already can. How about Nizam? Still cannot, kan? All right. Later, my colleague will contact you. Okay. All right, so for the others, are you guys already create a new project and also adjust on the floor here? If yes, put as done or yes. All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. For Muhammad Nizam, you want me to wait for you or we can proceed? All right, so after we adjust the floor here and also do adjustment on the grade setting based on your general note here, okay, you can just go to here. All right, so as you can see, we have another tab here. So I will just go through. I will just go through one by one. What is the function of each tab? All right. Oh, all right. For Pidgin, 5 more minutes. Okay. I will wait for you. And then later on, I will start. For Ishira, all right, maybe you can proceed with the software first, create the project first, and then adjust on the floor. All right, is it okay? All right, thank you. We wait for Pidgin first, all right? All right, I will proceed to the software first. Okay. So as you can see here, there is a few tabs here on the beam model, identify, draw, view, and also quantity. So what is the function of every tab? All right, so you can go to the beam model here, all right? And then, at the beam model, you can see that you can use this function, cubic model, all right? So later on, when we already finish our modeling in TAS, when we want to transfer our model to the TRB, we can use this function, import model and also export model function here, okay, in the cubic model. So once we use this function, our TS file will be changed to the cubic file, all right? This one is on the B model here. And then this one, we got another tab which is on the identify here, okay? So for the identify here, you can see when we click on identify and also the draw tab here, you can see that the function is quite similar. So when is the condition that we need to use the identify tab, and when is the condition that we need to use the draw tab here? All right. So for the identify, basically, if you want to do anything that is related to the drawing, for example, on the auto identifying, or maybe you want to, for example, here I close on the my drawing manager at the right side here. So for example, I accidentally close it, and then for the layer manager, I also accidentally close it. So I just can go to here, drawing manager. You just need to click in here, and then the drawing manager function will be pop up in the right side here. Okay, and then same as the layer manager. So if you want to activate your layer manager, you just need to click on this layer manager, and then the layer manager will be pop up at the right side here. Okay, so make sure if you want to do anything that is related to drawing, you need to click on the identify. All right. So in the draw tab here, you can use it when you want to manually identify our element later. So I will show you on how we can actually manually identify it. And then for the view, this one is the function where you want to view our model. All right. So this is, if you can see here, all right, you can see my mouse, right? So if you can see here, this is also our shortcut on how we can actually view our model later. So later I will show you on how we can use this shortcut function here. All right. And then this one is the quantity tab here. As for the quantity, later on, after we finish modeling our model, the first thing that we need to do is we need to calculate, all right? And then once we calculate, we can actually view the quantity by category, or maybe we can view expression and also view quantity only. So later on, I will show you on what is actually the differences between these three. And then this one, as you can see here, there is measurement method here. Okay, so measurement method. What is the function of this measurement method here? Okay, so for example, now we click on the measurement setting here, right? On the measurement setting. All right, when we click on the measurement setting here, you can actually see how each element is being calculated in the software. All right, that one is on the measurement setting. This one, the measurement setting is basically based on the SMM, all right? So if you want to know more about each of the setting for each element, you can just go to measurement setting, and then you can choose whatever element that you want. For example, wall finish, all right? So for example, I show you on the wall finish here. For example, we go to measurement setting, and then click on the wall finish here. You can see here. So how our software actually measure or calculate the wall finish. So set value above suspended ceiling is 50 mm. All right. So here if you don't want to set it as 50 mm, you can actually change it based on your drawing, or maybe based on your general note. All right. And then this one is on the measurement setting. Okay, so we got another function, which is the measurement rule here. So what is the function of measurement rules? All right. So when I click on the measurement rules here, all right, so you can see here, we got a few elements here. For example, I click on the column. So column here. So this is the measurement rules for in order to calculate the column. So when you go to measurement rule, is actually to check in terms of the deduction. For example, your vertical and also horizontal element. So what will be deducted from that original quantity. So make sure if you want to check on your SMM, for example, on how the quantity is being calculated, you just need to go to this measurement setting. But if you want to know about the deduction, you just need to go to this measurement rule here. All right. So up until here, are you able to understand on this quantity view, draw and identify type function? All right. Thank you, everyone. Okay. So after you guys already understand what is the function of each and every tab, so I will start. We can start actually modeling our project. All right. So the first thing that you need to do is you just need to go to here, identify tab here. All right. And then as you can see, as I mentioned just now, at the left side here, you can see element list. All right. So we have axis, segmentation, column, wall, door, window, beam, slab, and others. All right. So the first thing first, before we add the drawing, one thing that we need to do is actually creating the axis line. All right. So how you can actually create the axis line for the project? You can just go to here, axis here. All right. And then under axis, we got two options. So for today, based on our project today, we just need to click on this axis grid here. All right. So you just need to click on axis grid here. And then once you click it, in the element list, make sure you create a new axis grid for your project. So you just need to click on this plus button here. And then once you click on it, we have three options: orthogonal axis grid, arc axis grid, and diagonal axis grid. So this axis grid you can make use based on your project. All right. So for today, we're going to use this one, orthogonal axis grid. All right. So you just need to click this one. And then once you click it, you can see this new tab. All right. This new windows open. All right. So up until here. So as you can see here, okay, let me show you first. So as you can see here, we have a bottom, left, top, and also right. All right, so we have another question. For the Kaiwen, how can I open the element list? All right, so if you accidentally close your element list here, for example, I close element list and also attribute editor here, okay. So what you can do is actually you can see here at the bottom part here, got two functions here. So this one is on the, when you click in this one, this is the element list, okay. So you just need to click on your element list, and then this one is on the attribute editor. So you just need to click on the attribute editor here. All right. Is it okay, Kaiwan? All right. So everyone, if you accidentally close it, or maybe at first you don't have that kind of interface, you just need to go to here and then click this one is on the element list here, and also this one is on the attribute editor. Okay. So right now, just now I explained to you on the axis grid, right? So here, as you can see, all right, once you create the new axis grid, you can see here. You can see here that we have bottom, left, top, and right. Okay, so what is mean by bottom, left, top, and right? So I show you our drawing. All right, so this is our today's drawing. So maybe you can just go to this ground floor plan to see our exit grid. So this one, our exit grid is located in the left side and also at the top side, right? So what you need to do is you just need to go to this one, the left side. You need to key in the axis for the left side and also the top. All right, because sometimes there is a project that have axis grid at all the sides. All right, so when, for example, if you have the project that they also have the left and right side axis grid, because maybe the left side and the right side is not same. All right, so you just need to put here the left and also the right side. But for our today's training, we only have the left side and also the bottom side here. All right, so we just need to input the axis grid line based on our drawing at the left side and also at the top side. So for now, I just click on this left side here. Okay, so once you click it, you can actually refer to this one. For example, the first one is 1 to 2 is 450. So you just need to key in here as a 450. So you enter. And then the second thing is 4,550. So you just put as 4,550. All right. Next is 4,100 and 1,800. Sorry. All right. After you key in this one, if maybe you want to follow this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just need to go to here and do adjustment there. All right. This one is on the left side. Okay. And then we proceed to the top side. Okay. Just click on the top side here, and then you just need to key in your top grid line. So for example, 600, I key in first. Later, I will give you time to actually key in the axis grid. All right. Okay. And then once you key in, maybe you want to put it as A until E. You just go to here and edit. All right. Once you already key in the axis grid for the left side and also the top side, what you need to do is you just need to click on this OK. Okay. So just need to click on this OK. And then once you click it, you can see that we already have our axis grid here. All right. So maybe I give you 5 minutes to do this axis grid. And then once you're done, you just put in the chat box as done as this. Okay. All right, everyone already done creating the exit script, right? So for Inshirah, later I will assist you. Okay, if everyone already done creating the exit line, so maybe we can have 15 minutes break. So you can go to the toilet first, or you want to eat first, you can do. And then later on, after 15 minutes, we will start our learning on the add drawing function here. Okay. If you guys have any difficulties to create your exit script, you can also put in your comment and then I will assist you, right? For Inshira, you still cannot open your drawing, right? So maybe you can share your screen and then I will try to remote. For Muhammad Nizam, is everything okay? All right. Hello. For Inshira, maybe right now you cannot open your drawing because you don't have the CAP reader, right? So I think maybe what you can do is actually, if you want to refer to the drawing, you need to add the drawing first. All right. So for example, you can just go to this drawing manager and you try to add a drawing. All right. For example, you go to the here revise architecture or structure. It's up to you. So maybe you can import the revised structural layout plan, and then you click on it, and then you click on open here. And then once you click open, you can actually see the drawing here. So maybe when you want to do the exit script, you can actually refer to this drawing. All right. So is it okay for Ishiro? Maybe you can do within this 50 minutes break while waiting for the others. All right. All right, Ishiro. For Kaiwen, actually we provide you the link during the link for the training material in our confirmation email. But because you haven't received it, maybe I can share you in the chat box below. Is it okay, Kaiwen? For Kaiwen, you cannot see my training material. Is everyone able to see my shared training material in the chat box earlier? Oh, that one, if you download using my zip material, that one is the training material. That one is the drawing that we will use today. All right. So later on, I will show you on which drawing. Yes, you need to unzip the file first. For Kaiwen, is it everything okay? All right. For the others, we will start within 4 minutes. All right. All right. So is everybody already in? So we can start doing our model. All right. All right, so just now, I already show you on how to actually create this as this script. Okay, so once we already create this as this script, what we can do is actually we need to add the drawing first, right? So as you can see here, at the right side here, you can see that there is a drawing manager here. All right, drawing manager and also layer manager. So in the drawing manager here, you can see a few buttons. All right. So this one is on add drawing. So first thing first, what we need to do is actually we need to add the drawing. So we will start with the structure drawing first. So you just need to click on this one, the plus symbol here, and then choose the revised structural layout. All right, revised structural layout. All right. So once you choose it, you just need to click on open here. All right. So once you already add your drawing, you can see this is the interface that you can see. All right. So this is your axis grid that you have already created just now, and then this one is the drawing that you have. Sorry, this one is on the drawing that you already add on. All right, this one. Okay. So once you already, sorry, wait. Wait a moment. All right. So once you already add your drawing, so you can see here got a few functions. So in our software, if you are not sure what is the function of this button, you can actually just drag your mouse to that function, and then you wait for a few seconds, and then later on it will show you what is the function for every button here. So after you already add the drawing here, the first thing that you need to do is you need to split the drawing. Right. So why I said that you need to split the drawing, because right now in our revised structural layout plan, you can see that we have a few floor plan. Here we got the ground floor, and then we also have the roof floor plan here. So we need to split the drawing into the correct level. All right. So what we can do is you just go to here, to this fourth button here. All right. At the split drawing here, and then you click on it. All right. So you can see it is a split drawing function. All right. So once you click on it, you can actually see this one. All right. So in our software, if you do remember what is the next step, after you click the function, you can actually refer to this one. All right. Just need to refer to this one. So the instruction here is on the select CAD entity, right click to confirm. So what you can do is you just need to left click, all right? Left click on your mouse from here, start from here. So left click, and then you just need to drag all the way, drag all the floor plan, all the ground floor plan here, and then you release your left click just now, and then once you release, all your floor plan will be highlighted, will be changed to blue color. All right. So once you already select your drawing or highlight your drawing, the next thing that you need to do is right click to confirm. Right click to confirm here. So you just need to right click, and then once you right click, this tab will appear. So it says please input the drawing name here. So you can just manually write here, for example, structure ground floor, or maybe if you don't want to write in here, you can actually go zoom in. You can just zoom in your drawing by using the roller at your mouse here. So you just zoom in your drawing here, and then you can just click on this ground floor plan. So for example, I click on it, and then once you click on it, the drawing name is being changed to the ground floor plan. All right. So once you already select the name, or maybe you want to just manually key in the name, so you just need to click on OK here. Okay. So you just need to click on OK. And then once you click on OK, you can see that there, here at the in your drawing manager, sorry, in your drawing manager, you just now we don't have this ground floor. All right. So once you already split it, you have the ground floor tab here. Okay. So that one is on the ground floor. Maybe I can show you again by using this one is on the roof plan. All right. So for the roof plan, the step is similar. Just click on this split function here. All right. So just need to click on the split function here and then highlight your drawing. And then, sorry, just click on the split function here, highlight your drawing, and then right click. All right, right click, and then you can choose your drawing name here, roof floor plan. So you just click on it, and then you just need to click on OK. All right. So that one is on the split, on how you can actually split your drawing. Okay. So once you already, maybe I can show you again this one. We got another upper roof plan here. So what you need to do is you click on the split drawing here, split function here, and then left click on your drawing and highlight all the upper roof plan here, and then right click, and then click on the drawing name, upper roof plan, and then you just need to click on OK. All right. So once you already split your drawing into three different floor, you can see here we have the ground floor here, we have the roof floor here, and also the upper roof here. All right. That one is on how you can actually split your drawing. All right. So maybe I can give you a few minutes to split your drawing first. All right. But for today's training, maybe you can just split for this ground floor plan. All right, you just need to do this one, and then once you are done splitting your drawing, just put in the chat box as done split. All right. Okay, Siti Atika, you are done. All right. What about others? All right. All right. So the next step. All right. So basically, we already add the drawing, split the drawing, and then the next step is we need to relocate the drawing, because as you can see here, all right, so this is our exist grid that we have already created just now, and then but this is our ground floor plan. All right, so how we can actually relocate this ground floor plan to our exist grid. All right, so in order to do that, we need to use this function. All right, the second function here is on the relocate. All right, relocate. So how you can actually do the relocate step is actually you can see at the bottom part here is specify the base point of CAD drawing. So what you can do is you can select. All right, for example, this one is grid line 9 and 8. All right, so you just click the intersection between the grid line 9 and 8 here. All right, just click on here. All right, once you click it, you can see that there is a board here. So right, so you can see there is a moving board here. All right, once you already click the intersection, what you need to do is you just need to drag it and then put it at the same intersection in your exist grid line. For example, this is your exist grid line, right? So just now I click on grid line 9A. So I just need to put the grid line at the same exact grid line. So just need to click on the grid line A9. All right. So just need to left click on it. Then once you left click on it, you can see that the drawing is being relocated to the exist grid line. All right. That one is on the relocate function. All right. So for example, just now during the splitting process, we already split the roof floor plan and also upper roof plan. You can also do the same. You can practice. For example, just now we are now at the ground floor. So you want to relocate the roof floor plan. So you just need to double click at the roof floor plan here. Double click, and then as you can see, there is only our roof plan is located here. So what we need to do is, in order to relocate your drawing to our exist grid line here, you just need to do this function. All right, just click on this relocate function and then select the intersection between grid line 8 and 9. Select here and then drag it. All right, and then select the intersection of your axis grid line just now. All right, and then you can see that your drawing is being relocated to the axis grid line. All right, so if you're done relocate your drawing, you can put in the chat as a done relocate. Maybe I can show you again on my upper roof floor. All right. For you guys, you can actually just do the ground floor. But I split all the plan because I want to show you. All right. So for example, here is my upper roof, and right now my drawing is not in the axis grid line. So what can I do is just I need to go to this relocate function here. All right, the second button here, just click on it. And then the next thing that you need to do is you just need to create to click the intersection for the grid line 8 and 9. So click on here, and then you just need to bring your mouse, and then put it in the A9 in your axis grid line here. So you just click on it, and then your drawing has been relocated. All right, that one is on the relocate function. So you can try to relocate your ground floor plan, and then once you have done, you just put in the chat as a done relocate. All right, or maybe you want me to repeat again, you can also inform me in the chat box. All right. Sorry. All right. So, for example, if you have difficulties in terms of moving your drawing in the TAS, all right. So, what you can do is actually, for example, here at the left side here, you use it when you want to select anything in your drawing, all right. And then the right side is when you want to confirm anything. okay, to confirm anything. And then you can use this one. You can use this roller if you want to move your drawing. For example, I want to move my drawing. So you just need to click on the roller and then you just move your mouse. All right. That one is on how you can actually use your mouse in our software. All right. Okay. So are you guys already relocate your drawing, right? And then once we relocate your drawing, what you can do is actually we can start proceed to the modeling part. All right. So first thing first, when you already done the exit split here, all right. So you just need to click on this ground floor. All right. Click on this ground floor. All right. So currently we are at ground floor. So make sure every time you want to do your modeling, you need to refer to this one first. All right. So right now we are at the ground floor and we want to start our modeling. All right. So the first thing that we need to do is actually column. Okay. So for the column, you can just go to this column tab here. All right. Column element here. Okay, so under column, you can see we have a lot. We have a few type of column. You can use column, stiffnet, and also corbel. So for right now, we want to create the column. All right. So we want to create the column. What you can do is actually you can click on this column. All right. And then once you click on it, you can actually see in here there is no column that you have created yet. All right, so you need to click on add button here. All right, add button here. So once you click on it, you can see that we have 4 different type of column. You can use rectangular column, round column, irregular column, or parametric column. This column is basically based on your drawing here. All right. So for example, I show you on how to actually to point manually your column. So what you can do is actually you can click on this rectangular column first. All right, rectangular column first. And then maybe I can show you on this C1, right? C1 column here. So in your drawing, you can see based on the training material that I provide to you. All right, this one is on the revised column detail. All right, revised column detail, you can click on it. And then you can see the column detail. All right, you can see the column detail here. So for example, our C1 is actually the width is 450 and the height is 200. All right. So what you can do is actually you can just go to the software and then this one on the column. So right now we want to do the C1. So once you create the element here, the next thing that you need to do is you need to do adjustment in this attribute editor. All right. So in your attribute editor, you can see that there is a attribute, the name, the item here. You can see that we have 2 color, right? The blue color and also the gray color. So what is actually mean by the blue color and also the gray color? All right, so you need to take note on this one. The blue color is represent the public, all right, the public element, and then the gray color is represent the private attribute. All right, remember the blue one is on the public and also the gray one is on the private. So what is actually mean by public and also private? All right. So for example, for the public, if you make changes here, you don't need to. Once you make changes here, all the entity that you have drawn here will be changed according to your adjustment here. Because as you can see here, for example, this one is on the C1, all right, and then the section width is right now just now is 450 and 200. All right, so I just key in 450 and then 200. All right, So once you change it here, all the C1 in your drawing will be changed to this size. All right. But if you do adjustment in the gray attribute, only the selected entity in your drawing will be changed. All right. So remember, if you want to change the material in the blue color, you can just change directly from here. But if you want to change the gray item here, you need to select the column or the entity in your drawing first before doing adjustment here. All right. That one is on the public attribute and also the private attribute. All right. So right now, just now I already create a new element, which is the C1, and then I change the name, the material, all right, and then the material is this one, or is in situ concrete, and then you just need to change the size based on the drawing. All right, this one is the drawing. For Inshira, maybe you don't have the drawing, you can refer here. So for our C1, it is 450 times 200. All right. So you can just key in the section width and section height. All right. So once you already key in here, make sure you go to this draw tab. All right. Make sure you go to this draw tab here. Right, because right now we are doing the manual identify. So you just need to go to this draw tab and you can see there is a function here, the draw function here. And then for the column, we just need to use the point function here. All right, there is a point function here. So what you can do is actually you can click on the point function here and then you just go to your drawing and then point your C1 column. All right, and then for example, this one you can see that the cursor is located at the center of your column. So what if you want to put the cursor at the side, at the corner of your column? You can just press F4. All right, so once you press F4, you can see that the column is not the cursor is not in the center of your column. So you can use it based on your preference. All right. So for example, I just put here, I click on F4. All right. And then I just point my column here. All right. So I just left click on it. And then you can see that we have already point our first column. All right. This one is on the C1. All right. All right. So maybe next I will show you on the, you just can, for example, here in the drawing, you can see that C1, C3, C4, C6 is actually referring to the same detail. So what you can do is actually, you can use this function. This one is C1, right? So if you want to point our C2, for example, all right? So if you want to point our C4, if you wish to point your C4, for example, wait, all right. So for example, you want, for example, for the C4, you want to point another column. You just need to click on this plus button here, and then choose rectangular column, and then change the name as C4. All right, C4, and then the size is actually 450 and 200. Sorry, the size will be the width. The width here is actually represent the horizontal size. All right, for example, here our C4 is actually in a vertical, right, just now. So we just need to put on 200 here at the width, section width, and then the section height you put as 450. All right. So once you do that, you can actually point your C4 there. All right. All right. So this one is on the C4. Okay. So as you can see here, we also have the round column here. So what you can do is actually you just need to create a new element here and then choose this one, round column here. All right, choose this one, the round column here, and then you do the adjustment in the attribute editor here. So for example, this one is C5. All right, so you change the name to C5. All right, so you change the name to C5. And then as you can see in your drawing, the radius for your C5 is 150. All right, 150. So you can just do adjustment here, 150. And then you can click on F4 if you want to point exactly at your drawing. So maybe I just click this one. All right, once you click, you can see your column. All right, so this one is on the column. So maybe you can try to do it, and if you already done do the manual identify for the column, you can put in the chat as a done column. All right, so for example, just now, I already point my column. So how you can actually view your model in 3D. So you just need to go you just need to go to this shortcut here, and then you can see at the top here, here is the function where you can view your model in the 3D. So you just need to click on this one, and then at your drawing, you can move it to the top or to the left, all right? So you can see your model in 3D. Okay. And then if you want to go back to the 2D format, you can just click on this 2D. Okay, 2D. And then when you want to view the 3D, you can just click on this 3D function here. All right. So you try to do the column first. And then once you have done, you just put in the chat as a done column. Are you guys okay? Or you want me to repeat again on how you can actually manually point the column? For Kaiwen, I will show you on these 3 columns and later on this irregular column. But later on, if you want to try to do the column by yourself, you can actually do it later. All right, as long as you already understand on how you can actually draw the column. But this one is on the manual identify only. Later on, I will show you on how you can actually auto identify the element. All right, for Kaiwen. All right. So for everyone, are you already done doing the column? If yes, I will just proceed to this one. All right. So you can you can go to your drawing and you can see besides the staircase here, got one column. This one is on the irregular column, which is the C14. All right. So how we can actually do this C14 is actually, so you just need to create the element first. All right, make sure to create the element first, and then you can choose this parametric column. All right, parametric column. Sorry, you can just choose the irregular column. All right, choose for the irregular column here. All right, so once you click on the irregular column, you can see this kind of interface. So what you can do is you just need to click here, select section from drawing. All right, select section from drawing. So click here, and then we just bring you to the drawing. And then what you need to do is you need, as I mentioned at the bottom part here, is select the cat line forming the section and right click to confirm. All right, right click to confirm. So you just need to highlight, to left click and highlight your C4. All right, and then once you left click and highlight your C4, it will be changed to blue color. All right, so once you already highlight, just need to right click to confirm. All right, so once you right click on it, you can see that the software already capture your column, your irregular column. So just need to click on OK, and then once you click on OK, you are now able to point your irregular column. All right, so for example, I point it here. All right then. So I already done my irregular column here. All right, so I repeat, what you can do in order to do the column for the irregular column just now. So you just need to go to here, add a new element here, and then choose the irregular column. All right, choose the irregular column, and then click on this select section from drawing. Select section from drawing. Click on it and highlight the drawing. Okay, highlight the shape, the column shape, and then right click. And once you right click, you can see that you are able to point your column. All right, that one is on the irregular column. And make sure you do adjustment in the attribute editor each time you creating a new element here. All right. All right. So for the irregular column, you can see here in the got another function is a section shape here in the attribute editor. So if you see in the section shape here, you can see there is a button, a small picture here. So when you click on it, it will actually bring you to the section that we have already captured just now. All right. So this one is on the irregular column. So you can try to do for the irregular column first. All right. Once you're done, just put as done irregular in the chat box below. All right. Thank you, Wan Aisha. Thank you, Zin-Er. All right. So now we're already done for the manual identifier of the column. So if, for example, in one level you got many others column, right? So what you can actually do is you can just auto identify your column. So how we can actually do the auto identify? All right. So in order to do the auto identify, you need to go to this identify tab here. All right. So click on this identify tab here. All right. Once you click on it, you can see that here is actually a step. All right, a step on how you can actually do the auto identify. Sorry, do the auto identify here. All right. So what you can do is actually. So before that, I will. All right. So before that, I will explain to you what is actually mean by pit sideline, pit label, and also auto rectify. So for example, you zoom one of your column. All right. For example, here I zoom in my C3 column here. So what is mean by pit sideline is actually the line of your column, the sideline of your column. So pit label is you just need to pit on the your column label here. All right. So for example, I do first, and then later on you can try to do the auto identify. All right. So for example, I just need to go to the identify tab. Make sure go to identify tab, and then at the right side here you can actually have the 3 steps. The first step is pit sideline. The second step is pit label, and then the third step is auto identify. All right. So what you can do is actually first thing first, you need to click on the pit sideline here. All right, and then this one, once you click on it, this entity selection mode will be pop up. So because right now we are using our CAD drawing, you just need to click on select by layer. All right, select by layer. So you just need to zoom in your column, and then you just need to click on the side line of your column. All right, so once you click on it, right click to confirm. All right, so this is the instruction. Select the column side line, and then right click to confirm. All right, so right click to confirm. And then the next step is actually pick the label. All right, pick the label. So you just need to click on the pick label and also select the C3, your column label. All right, the column label here. And once you click, it will be changed to blue color. And then you just need to right click to confirm. All right, right click to confirm. And once you already done that one thing that you need, the last thing that you need to do is auto identify. So you just need to click on this auto identify button here. All right. So for example, I zoom out my drawing first. All right. So I click on auto identify. All right. So once we click on the auto identify, you can see the prompt here. Identification is completed, and we have the 30 numbers of column. So you just need to click on OK, and then here we got all the column in the ground floor. All right. That one is the step on how you can actually auto identify your column. All right. So you can try to do this auto identify first. Auto identify for the column, and then once you're done, you just put in the chat as a done column. All right. All right, Fatiha and also Zin already done the column. What about others? All right. So if you see in my interface right now, as you can see, when we already auto identify the column, all right, you cannot, you are not able to see the original drawing, right? So what you need to do is you just need to click on this original layer here, and then your original drawing will be appear. All right. So remember to click on this one if you want to see your drawing. At your drawing layer, at the layer manager here, you just click on the original layer. All right, just click on the original layer, and you are able to see the original drawing. All right. So as you can see here, I already done my auto identification for the column. All right. So how about others? Are you guys already auto identify your column? All right. All right. For when you are doing the auto rectify, please be make sure to just roughly check whether all your column or all your element is being identified or not, because that one is basically related to the quality of the drawing. All right. So by right, if you're using the CAD drawing, the the issue is not so many should be. All right. So please remember, if you are done the auto identify, you still need to go through your drawing roughly in order to make sure whether your column is being identified or not. All right. All right. So if you guys already done this column part, right now already 11:56. Maybe we can have a lunch break. All right. And then later on we will start with the beam. After the lunch break, we will start with the beam. So if you guys already done your column, the manual identify for the column and also the auto identify for the column, you can go to the lunch break first, and then later on at 2, when we come back and we proceed to the beam element. All right? Is it okay, everyone? All right. Okay, thank you. See you again at 2. All right? Bye-bye.
Recording stopped.